This is how to create a killer YouTube video to blow up your channel, because 1 or 2 killer YouTube videos have the potential to significantly transform your channel permanently. Pay close attention because many creators, including myself, achieve their breakthrough by having just one outstanding video go viral. But what makes a video exceptional? Why do some videos go viral while others don't? What do we know that you don't? Is it the camera we're using? Is it the editing? Is it because we have better equipment? Clearly, there is something you're not aware of, and I'm here to help you figure it out. If you practice what I will teach in this video with every upload, you will transform your YouTube channel completely in 6 months. Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? It states that 80% of the results come from just the 20% of the inputs. In case of YouTube, the core golden part that makes up the 20% includes the idea, packaging, and the hook. Even if your video is the most valuable piece of information on the internet, if these 3 elements are not well executed, your video will flop. The first fundamental step of video creation is idea generation. Whenever I think about video ideas, I ask myself, why should people care? What's your credibility? Who are you trying to help, and why? World is inherently a selfish place. People only care about what value you can bring to them through your videos. This can be entertainment, education, motivation, or even relaxation. If we want people to watch, we need to give them a reason to click, because if they won't click on your video and if they won't stay on your video, they will never get the value you give. So the next step to make people click is by prioritizing the packaging. Before even you write the script, I highly recommend you to brainstorm on the title and the thumbnail. I usually have at least 5 potential titles and 3 to 5 thumbnails in my head before I even start thinking about writing a single word on my script. When it comes to creating thumbnails, 2 things are important. 1, consumption. 2, practice. To develop an eye for thumbnails, you need to consume a bunch of videos and see various thumbnail styles. The best way to improve is through ethical stealing, which is also called stealing like an artist. Nothing you see online is original. It's just a mixture of a bunch of other things. If you think something is original, you just don't know the source. I highly recommend picking 5 to 10 of your favorite creators for titles and thumbnails and analyze their best and worst performing titles and thumbnails. Can you see any patterns? What makes a title and thumbnail stand out? How can you apply it to your own creation? After you make sure your idea and packaging is interesting, now we can start focusing on writing the script. I like writing my script word by word because otherwise I find myself rumbling and talking about irrelevant things for hours and hours, and editing becomes a nightmare. In my script template, there are 4 important checklist items that you can access for free from the link in the description below. The first thing is sharing our struggles. People are more likely to connect with and engage with our content that they can relate to on a personal level. By opening up and sharing our own challenges and obstacles, we create a sense of authenticity and vulnerability that can deeply resonate with our audience. The second checklist item is to show the change rather than just telling. Visual storytelling is a powerful tool that can captivate viewers and make our message more impactful. Instead of simply stating facts or giving instructions, use visuals and demonstrations to show the transformation or progress that can be achieved through our content. This not only makes our video more engaging, but it also helps viewers to visualize the benefits and outcomes of following our advice and recommendations. But the process of creating a shot list, capturing them, editing them in a timeline can be time consuming, and sometimes we even forget to capture a one shot, and going back to that, taking that b-roll is really time consuming, and it's also really overwhelming. That's where the Canva's new Magic Media tool comes in. With Magic Media, you can easily transform text into captivating videos. All you have to do is really just to write a prompt and you watch the magic happen. Magic Media generates short videos that perfectly matches the design, and it also brings your ideas to life. I've been a huge Canva fan since the beginning. I've been actually using Canva to create all of my thumbnails, all the way back from the first video that I uploaded on this channel. For example, I use Canva to create this thumbnail and this thumbnail and this, and also this thumbnail. So if you're looking for a tool to level up your video creation to the next level, Canva is a perfect tool. Not only for thumbnail creation, but their Magic Media tool will help you create the best videos that you can ever imagine. Don't forget to check out the new Canva's Magic Media tool because it's a game changer for creators like us. So if you're interested, check the link in the description below to get a 45-day free trial of Canva and try out the Canva Magic Media tool. Thank you, Canva, for sponsoring this video. I'm a huge fan. The third checklist item is to make the audience feel involved. To keep people engaged and invested in our video, it's important to make them feel like active participants rather than passive viewers. This can be achieved by involving the audience through storytelling and actively listening to and caring about their feedback. The fourth and final checklist item for our script is to put instructions into a more personal context by incorporating our own reflections. Instead of simply telling what to do, share your own experiences and insights to provide a more relatable and personalized perspective. By sharing our own reflections, we create a deeper connection with our audience and establish ourselves as a trusted authorities in our niche. One of the common mistakes I see people making is not setting a deadline for their projects. We need to overcome Parkinson's law. It basically states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, if you give yourself a week to complete a task, it will likely take you the full week to finish it, even if it could have been completed in a shorter amount of time. I'm speaking from an experience, okay? Because it's extremely easy to be a perfectionist when doing creative work because there's always something to improve and you can do it indefinitely. Basically, there is no limit. And some of us are working full time, some of us have kids, and our time is the most valuable asset we own. So look at your calendar and ask yourself realistically how much time you can spend each month on making YouTube videos. Let's say you have 20 hours per month to make videos, right? That means basically every single week you can allocate 5 hours. So whenever you're making videos, whether you're brainstorming or scripting, filming, editing, or creating thumbnails, track your time. Because after you finish creating one video, reflect back on how much time you spent on each aspect of video production. How much time did it take for you to create that one video? Is it 5, 10, or maybe 15 hours? And based on the time it took, what's the realistic number of videos you can create each month? Oftentimes, we set an unrealistic expectation for ourselves, and when we fail to exceed that expectation, we blame ourselves and get discouraged to try once again. I remember telling myself I'm going to post 8 videos per month, and I thought it was realistic unless I tracked my time. Once I tracked my time, I realized that each video takes me around 15 to 20 hours to create. So for me to create 8 videos and have other projects alongside of the 8 videos that I post, I need to be working 160 hours per month, which is crazy, and it's only for videos. Imagine the other time that I need to work on the merch that I create, the brand that I create, or the digital products that I create. It's impossible. So tracking your time and setting your expectation realistically is a crucial step you should never skip. And if the numbers of videos you can create each month is significantly below your goal, you have 2 options. The first one is basically taking a look at each aspect of video production and look for ways you can cut that time down. This can be done through shortcuts, practicing, and getting used to it basically, or taking online courses, or outsourcing. The other option is reflect back on your goals and ask yourself why you want to publish a specific number of videos. Where is this goal coming from? Are you being a perfectionist? Creating 2 high quality videos is pretty good, and because you will get better at each time with each upload, even though it might slow down your process compared to maybe posting 4 times a month, sticking to your realistic plan is far more sustainable than hustling and burning yourself out. Trust me, I burnt myself out. It's the worst thing in the world. Don't do that. Another misconception beginners have is I need to create Mr. Beast level high production videos, otherwise people won't watch. Our priority should be the value we give through our videos. The production quality doesn't matter if you're not offering anything valuable to the audience. If you share valuable information, and even if your production quality is not the highest, you will still get views, have high retention. The difference between YouTube and traditional media is the rawness. The reason why YouTube blew up and became the new TV is because it felt raw and real compared to traditional media. So we need to use it as our advantage. We need to show more personality, share personal valuable experiences, and share from our perspective. Lastly, let's talk about the most important part of all, which is building a community. This is where you gather a bunch of like-minded people who are just as passionate about your content as you are. Is it like finding your own tribe? And when it comes to your business, community building is absolutely crucial because it's not about chasing big numbers and trying to get as many followers as possible. Absolutely no. It's about having a group of loyal customers who truly believe in what you're doing. Let me tell you a little secret. Even if you have a small audience, but they trust you and engage with you, you can still make a good amount of money without burning yourself out. Isn't that amazing? Because it's all about quality over quantity when it comes to subscribers. So focus on gaining the trust of your audience and building a real, authentic relationship with them, because that's what matters the most. Think about it. When you have a community of dedicated fans, they become your biggest advocates. They will share your content, recommend you to their friends, and even buy your products or maybe services. It's like having your own little army of supporters. And let me tell you, that kind of support can take you so far. So forget about chasing numbers and focus on building a community. Connect with your audience, listen to their feedback, and create a space where they can feel valued and part of something bigger. Because when you have a strong community, everything else falls into place. Trust me, it's the ultimate goal that I have. If you found this video helpful, you might also find my upcoming YouTube course useful. I will guide you from beginner to expert and teach you everything you need to know to succeed on YouTube. If you want to be notified when I release the course, join the waiting list through the link in the description below.